Social media defines a lot of our society's communication today. People use these apps for a plethora of reasons, but the actual purpose and opinions behind them are varied. I want to take the thoughts of real users and see if there's a connection or a true purpose to all the craze over these apps. Everybody has a favorite app that they like to use the most.
Snapchat.
I would say that I use Instagram the most. I used to use Snapchat more, but now I use Instagram.
It would have to be between Instagram and Snapchat, but I would say Snapchat more frequently than Instagram.
Facebook.
I would say Twitter. I don't really tweet a lot, but I like to get on there and look at like funny things what other people are tweeting. But Instagram is definitely a second.
Instagram and Twitter.
Well, I use Instagram and Snapchat probably equally.
Social media is a part of mostly everyone's everyday life.
Okay, my relationship with social media, I use it a lot throughout the day, but I don't rely on it. But it is a major part of my life.
Given that it is a very, very popular thing in today and almost considered a necessity when it comes to being socially active in the community with other people, I would say it's important and I use it every day. It helps me connect with friends and also see other important things that are going on in life and just keeps me updated with news and interesting stuff.
The older the people get, the more they use the apps to connect with their family rather than friends. Older generations seem to use the app in ways that they were meant to be used. My grandpa uses Facebook to connect to someone in the world connectivity kind of way that Mark Zuckerberg intended.
Friend request from a man that I didn't know, and since then I found out that he and his family, I've seen their pictures, and they came from South Africa because of turmoil over there and living in Florida. And so when we communicate quite often and on social media, so that was a person that I would have never got to know. He seems to be a very nice person.
My mom uses Instagram to stay connected to her family.
One good thing about Instagram that I didn't count on was sometimes if I haven't heard from one of my daughters who are away at college, if I see them like a picture or something, then I know they're still alive.
My mom is a perfect backing for the CMO of Twitter, Leslie Berlin's argument against the pressure to tweet. Berlin says that people believe that they have to tweet and able to use Twitter, which isn't the case for a lot of people. The app was recently moved from the social networking category in the App Store to the news category, which is exactly what most people use it for.
Twitter, I use it for news and alerts and things like that.
However, other people just use it for entertainment, particularly the younger generation.
I just scroll through my feed and I like to see funny pictures and funny videos.
During the interviews, I noticed that politics that sometimes get involved in our social media bothers some users.
Especially Twitter, I just like all the politics about it and just like how, even though it does bring us together, it also brings us apart in a way too, because people get really angry on Twitter.
Other people talked about the pressure behind social media.
I don't like the stress it causes because that's unnecessary. How it affects certain people in negative ways, gives them anxiety and stuff. I don't know.
Well, the trending thing right now is Instagram bodies, so all these girls feel pressure to look a certain way, or dress a certain way, and do certain things. If you're not traveling, you're doing nothing. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? If you're not.
Lots of people notice the marketing opportunities that social media has.
If you have a business or something that you would like to start up or spread the word about, then it's very helpful for that.
Well, some people use it as a business um, to like promote their business. Like I don't know if you've heard of It Works. They like use it to show before and after pictures and like get their name out there about their products and stuff.
Social media has given us a lot of things, including techniques.
Do you have specific techniques for having a good profile?
Oh, of course. You gotta post a picture at a certain time on Instagram. If you, or at least for me, if you post pictures like while people are at work or at school, then obviously they aren't gonna like it because they won't see it because they're doing something. So if you post it later in the day, then you'll get the most likes.
More connectivity.
It's a way of staying in contact with friends and things that you never hear from, but you read stuff about them on social media.
More disconnectivity.
Some people I know they're just always on social media and they don't want to do anything else. And even like when people go out to eat, like I've seen couples that like instead of talking to one another, they're just both on their phones, and it's just like kind of sad almost.
Shorter attention spans.
How quickly do you forget about things you see on your feed after you see them?
10 seconds.
And new ways to connect to our friends.
Snapchat, I would consider just a very interactive text message. Like instead of texting somebody, I'm at the beach, you can literally Snapchat somebody like, I'm at the beach, look what I'm doing, etc. So like, it's just a lot cooler and gives other people an insight to what you're literally doing at that moment. So
Ultimately, when discussing social media, we can all agree that we like it one way or another.
It's like a way to kind of get out, like how people go on vacation to get away from their problems, but social media is like a smaller version of that throughout the day.
I like to see what other people are doing on Instagram, but I like to, hear about the news or read about the news and all different kind of things on Twitter.
I like social media because you literally have the world at your fingertips. Like you literally can see anything that's going on at any given moment, and it's a lot, I would say, easier to be connected to people and see what they're doing, and it's just a lot quicker way of being connected to the world.
From doing these interviews, I learned that things like privacy aren't on the minds of average social media users as much as you would think. However, things like pressure and social norms are noticed pretty regularly. People like the idea of being connected through their phones, even if they realize the disconnect they have in the real world. There's still a big gap in being connected and using this connectivity in effective ways in everyday life. However, people like attention, so this love of social apps is sure to continue with or without a productive purpose.
We'll sing in the sunshine.